for the Golden Flashes. And he'll pitch it to Justin Rankin, who's their top. Fifth-year senior out of Toledo, and he will keep for a short game. He just signed a big new contract to stay here long-term at Clemson. And on 3rd and 7, the defense will hold. Pressure coming right up the middle. And Kendall Joseph able to. 2nd and 13 for Holly. And again, good penetrations with some chatter for
offense.
Nathan Pudoff across the line.
Down. Ball starts. Offense. Number 64. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
And scary. Kent State on the road.
Number 64. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
They get the playoff. It's a short game. Will Matthews wrapped up by Austin Bryant. Trying to figure some things out. Not an easy task against one of the top defenses in the country a year ago, especially with the return of linebacker Kendall Joseph.
On the outside.
Joseph. And Anthony, you talk about Kendall Joseph here. His size is kind of how you're seeing the will linebackers these days, shorter, but his instinct.
On 3rd and 5. And it is Holly running for the first down.
Why he's so spectacular is his versatility. He plays on every level, secondary, linebacker, and defensive end.
The end around to Mike Carrigan.
Personal foul. Late hit out of bounds on the defense. Number 19. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Left, Chris White from Clearwater. He's to the top of the screen. And they'll punch it right up the gut with Miles Washington.
Just need that experience, and I think they got a shot.
And 2nd and 5. The pitch, and tripped up just short of the 30 is Will Matthews. Got a 3rd and short here. They'll run it again. And looks like they're going to get it with Miles Washington. Now 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again. Washington for a short game. Let's
situation.
Washington spins into trouble at the 25 today. Holly reroutes himself, and the spin looks like he's going to end up about a yard shy. Keon Singleton is in a tailback. And they will keep it on the ground for the 17th play. For Nick Holly, the 5th-year senior out of Toledo. He played with his brother on the team a year ago. Nate was on the other side of the ball. 3rd and 7. Do they have to throw here? No, they'll keep it on the ground, and they won't get it. Out to the 24.
Low risk. That's about as low risk as you can get for Kent State.
20 consecutive runs. Miles Washington.
Fan base, we all know how Texas gets. They're not going to be happy about this one if it ends not on their side.
One step, some to keep this defense honest a bit.
3rd and 10 from the 10. They'll run it again. Nothing doing for Justin Rankin.
He gives me the text and the calls. I was like, she's doing good. We don't talk much about you, but we're feeling good right now. It's a good crew.
All eyes on the new Galloway.
And, of course, using his legs. Those are all qualities that can help this team be very good early on.
It's another part of the Clemson culture when you talk about Boyman. We're going to get back to a little boxing with Rocky in the second half.
Your name's Rocky. You better be carrying boxing gloves with you.
Tripped up as Justin Rankin after a short game. Some big plays for the Tigers in that first half. And now Kent State will continue to do what they did through the entirety of the first half.
They had some issues early on. I think they just feel comfortable right now. And there you go. Get yourself one right now. Although that was behind the line of scrimmage, Beth, wasn't it?
Rankin with the catch out of the backfield. Back-to-back throws, and Holly incomplete. Looking for Trey Harrell. Have started to really tear it up here at Clemson. They'll bring in the top-rated defensive end next year, as well as the #1 quarterback in next year's class.
Menu, text it over to Paul Harrington, and he'll text back of, hey, here's the proper food to eat. Here's the one that's low in fat and best for your body. Just an incredible, just another example of an incredible resource here in Clemson.
Still just the 1 pass yard. and they will run it again, and they will run it right in.
Winkle, but you're going to the boxing side. I didn't know that. I totally messed that up. My bad.
And I think be careful. There's something about having a boxing glove on that makes you just want to punch somebody.
Helps
Good
those
point.
percentages come down.
They've only had 2 chances, and
here
here's
we
the
go.
third. Just the third pass of the day for Kent State.
They do have a new quarterback starting.
Yeah, Malik Rozier will get the call. Holly with the hurdle and the burst into the next level. First down, Kent State. They've won just 12 games in the last 4 years. Since Darrell Hazel led them to the max, is out with a medical leave of absence for the first few weeks of the season. Rankin takes the pitch and gets out across the 45.
Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
The tuck and the run, and Holly won't get it. Well short.
And they, at the end of the year, don't get into the playoff. That spells doom for the Big 12 here. If you're constantly getting left out of the conversation.
They've had plenty to cheer about. 49-3. It was a good start for new quarterback Kelly Bryant.
At least in the time he played today.
313 yards of total offense for Kelly today with a couple of touchdowns. Toss out of bounds, incomplete. You want to compare who's better, the SEC or the Big Ten? That could be a significant game in winning that argument.
And according to what we've heard,
Trophy, but the Atlantic Coast Conference went 9-3 in bowl games last year, and they had the best record amongst Power 5 leagues head-to-head. The ACC was
game to potentially win. I'm picking them to win. I put it out there. So again, that's my stake with that game tonight. But it should be a great matchup between those two teams.
Third down and 9, and the conversion for Keyshawn.
Our run game with some spread concepts. Interesting to see with Dable, who comes from the New England Patriots. A lot of good pedigree. What's that offense going to look like?
Well, they're not going to transform Jalen Hurts.
Their philosophy is whatever it takes to beat you that particular day, right? I mean, they have game plans. They've lined up in 2 tights and ran the ball the whole day. In other games, they've spread the whole thing out. So if he takes some of that philosophy.
Tigers bring numbers, and they will fill all the gaps and get the stop. Clemson under the direction of Erica Walters and Dean George Peterson, with tons of support from President Jim Clements and his wife Beth, the freshman this year. When we asked Dabo Swinney about it, he said, I learned a lot from Gene Stallings. Of course, his connections. Under 3 minutes to go. Tigers have looked strong under the direction of new quarterback